Nintendo Power!
Nintendo Power, motherfucker!
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Nintendo Power covers.
Get the clues that you can use! Nintendo Power!
For this list, we're taking a look at the most memorable covers of this discontinued magazine, which gave gamers news and strategy tips before the internet took over. Priority has been given to covers with unique artwork, as opposed to stock images provided by the game publishers.
From front cover to back, it is absolute classic.
Number 10, Scribblenauts Unlimited, Volume 281.
This notebook let you write any word in it, and poof, the word would come to life.
Scribblenauts Unlimited is full of delightful imagery, reminiscent of the doodles you used to make in your school notebook. This cover overflows with whimsy and imagination, which is probably why the developers basically used the same picture for the game's box art. The background envisions a wonderful world of infinite possibilities where monkeys build snowmen and prehistoric beasts run wild. Whether you want to visit ancient Egypt or the planet Saturn, nothing is out of grasp when you have a pencil or stylus. Looking at this cover, you're tempted to go and play the game right now, aren't ya? Of course, a lot of Nintendo Power issues had a similar effect. Number 9, Maniac Mansion, Volume 16. Since CGI wasn't really around yet, many early Nintendo Power issues utilized clay models to achieve a three-dimensional effect. This cover for the NES port of Maniac Mansion is one of the most stunning examples. With superb attention to detail, the artwork exemplifies the game's spooky yet silly nature. Engulfed by tentacles and trapped in demonic fog, the mansion itself has never looked better. 5 key characters are also present. Speaking of which, are we the only ones that realized that Bernard looks exactly like the angry video game nerd? Poking fun at B-movies while also embracing them, this cover is a graveyard smash. Number 8, Game Boy Advance, Volume 143.
Hey, is that Spider-Man?
Game Boy Advance, more games, more fun.
Just when you thought the Game Boy Color was the pinnacle of handheld gaming, the Game Boy Advance hit the cover of Nintendo Power.
Yoshi's back, and now with his targeting system, he aims to please.
For many fans, this was their first glimpse at the new console, and it was literally out of this world.
Doctor?
Oh, that's fine, nurse. That's just Star Wars Episode II, Attack of the Clones. Now, moving along.
Seeing the GBA's slick design and graphics, every gamer wanted to get their hands on this bad boy.
It's rather a nice unit. It still fits well in the hand after all these years.
The cover also offered footage of Super Mario Advance, which was basically a remake of Super Mario Bros. 2, which was basically a conversion of Doki Doki Panic. Anyway, regardless, the game still made the cover look cooler than ever. Number 7, Mario Kart 64, Volume 93. From the second subscribers saw Mario Kart 64 advertised on the front of Nintendo Power, they knew the game would run circles around its SNES predecessor. Complete with glorious 3D graphics, the cover finds Mario taking the lead on Toad's Turnpike. Luigi is close second, although it appears that a banana peel will soon slip him up. Falling behind in the background is Wario, who can't seem to get past those stupid trucks. Looking over this colorful cover, you can bet gamers everywhere were sent racing to their local retailer. Hopefully nobody got hit with a blue shell along the way. Number 6, Earthworm Jim, Volume 67. An assortment of words could be used to describe a character like Earthworm Jim. Ludicrous, over the top, groovy. Words like badass don't immediately come to mind though. Yet, Nintendo Power succeeded in making this Wacky Heroes video game look friggin' epic. Although Earthworm Jim has always been one of the more comedic gaming protagonists, that doesn't stop the artist here from portraying him in a classy, gallant light. At the same time, the artwork somehow manages to convey the game's Saturday morning cartoon-style appeal as well. The result is a cover that encompasses the grand scale of Star Wars and the absurdity of Spaceballs at the same time. Number 5, Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Volume 4. Given the 8-bit era's limitations, video games never looked especially realistic. However, you could always count on Nintendo Power to bring a pixelated world to life. This rousing cover looks like a shot from the live-action Zelda movie that we've always wanted to see. Nintendo Power would do something similar with their issue promoting A Link to the Past, but this cover really makes us want to rescue Zelda. Looking over the Sleeping Beauty's unconscious figure, we're eager to step into Link's boots and set off on a daring journey. Link should probably put on his green hat though, because that 1980s style mullet is kind of dated. Number 4, Mega Man X2, Volume 69. This Mega Man X2 cover appropriately captures the spirit of an anime with our robotic hero fully armored up for battle. The expertly drawn artwork shows X confronting the maverick known as Wheelgator. Their heated fight seemingly takes place in the volcanic zone, which is kinda weird since Wheelgator is the dinosaur tank boss. Wouldn't it have made more sense if Flamestag were on the cover instead? But oh well, that's not really important. The point is that this is one of the most kick-ass pieces of artwork in the Nintendo Power library, featuring eye-popping colors, rich character designs, and a fiery background. Number 3, Super Mario Bros. 2, Volume 1. It's the iconic cover that introduced Nintendo Power to the world. On the front of this debut issue, Mario finds himself being pursued by the dreaded King Wart. The clay replica seen here made Mario's world look livelier than ever before, immediately hooking gamers in. Granted, we're not sure why Mario's hat is blue when everyone knows it's supposed to be red, but that nitpick aside, this cover beams with charm and likability, taking us back to July 1988. Fun fact, the final issue of Nintendo Power would pay tribute to the cover that started it all, depicting a clay Mario taking one last jump. Number 2, Castlevania II, Simon's Quest, Volume 2. Considering the game company's family-friendly brand, it's surprising that the second issue of Nintendo Power would be so incredibly graphic.
To go from a clay diorama of Mario running from Bort to Simon Belmont holding Dracula's severed head was a bit much for some parents.
Aside from showing Simon Belmont holding Dracula's severed head, this cover is littered with other bloody body parts as well. The shadowy figure in the background only makes this image more haunting. Because of its rather controversial depiction of violence, numerous angry parents sent numerous complaints to Nintendo of America. Of course, the kids mostly thought it was just plain cool, bro.
And nothing says Thanksgiving like a wild-eyed Mario chasing a turkey with an axe.
With gothic atmosphere and a spine-chilling tone, the cover is something of a perfect nightmare. If only Castlevania II was actually this good. Before we turn the page to our number 1 pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Metroid, Volume 31. You can't judge a magazine by its cover. You can judge the cover itself, however, and this one stands out as Nintendo Power's crowning achievement. The imagery portrays Samus in all of her triumphant glory, with splendorous lighting, breathtaking colors, and an attentive level of detail packed into every corner. The intergalactic bounty hunter practically flies off the page. While the Super Metroid cover was also pretty legendary, this issue reached a whole new frontier of artistry. It went above and beyond to make an 8-bit video game look cinematic, demonstrating the true power of Nintendo Power. Do you agree with our list?
You might feel a little pressure, okay?
What's your favorite Nintendo Power cover? For more powerful top 10s powered every day, be sure to power on over to WatchMojo.com. Power!
Did you really freeze a Super Nintendo? I'd love to know. The answer, Jay, the wonders of special effects and photographic tricks.